Alright, GOS share 023. I'm adopted Gentile, and I want to talk to you about your video, Challenge to Christians. Let me turn up the volume here just a bit. This is your video, A Jewish Challenge to Christians! Exclamation point.
My friends, I'm here to tell you that the time is ripe to start again. I am a Jew who proselytizes, and I am as eager to see all Christians embrace the right path as a Christian is to see Jews leave their Torah and embrace the cross. So, just as you missionized us for all...
I think that's enough for just a minute. Excuse me. As you can probably tell from my YouTube name, Adopted Gentile, and from the video, I mean, obviously my hair is red, you probably can't tell, my eyes are blue, and my skin is white. So I'm a white guy, and I'm a Gentile. First off, go on my page and look at my channel introduction video. It explains who I am and what I'm about. Basically, a quick overview. I'm your standard white evangelical Christian. I grew up in a place called Shelbyville, Illinois, and it is in the middle of Illinois. Pretty much a white, fairly conservative area of Illinois. You are by far the most respectful Jew I've ever come into contact with. I do applaud you for that. When I was in school, there was a Jewish girl who had a huge problem with basically the majority of the rest of the students in school. You have to please understand that Shelbyville, well, actually all of Central Illinois, as far as the white people go, there's a huge population of people who are of German descent, and she basically didn't like me, A, because I'm of German descent. I'm sorry, I just bumped the table. A, she didn't like me because I'm of German descent, and B, she didn't like me because I'm a Christian. And in fact, her family actually moved because of those issues, which I see as ignorant and foolish. I mean, there are a few men from my church who fought in World War II, and one of them, I believe, even helped to liberate a internment camp. I don't know which one, but I know, I mean, gosh, I mean, they helped to fight the war, and that should be enough, I think. So I applaud you for not simply assuming that just because I'm of German descent and because I'm a Christian, that automatically means that I'm going to burn crosses, kill Jews, and enslave black people. I do applaud you for that. And I'm not saying that all Jews think that. It's just that my experience with Jews has been bad until I've ran into you. So that's what I'm trying to say. What you just said about us Christians wanting you Jews to leave Torah and embrace the cross, this is not what we want to do. We want you to embrace the cross. We do not want you to leave the Torah. We believe that our rabbi, Yeshua, in English Jesus, Yeshua fulfilled the Jewish religion. Now that seems kind of weird. What does that mean? Well, that's a good question. You know, we believe that he was the Messiah, that he was your Messiah, that he was the Messiah of the world. But what does it mean to fulfill Torah? It is interesting that we use the word fulfill and not just follow, because they're two completely different meanings. So, let me use a couple of analogies, okay? In one of your other videos, I can't remember which one, in the background against your wall you had an AR-15, which, first off, kudos, because I'm also a huge fan of the AR-15. I'm in the National Guard. Great rifle, okay? Now, you probably, of course, know the history of the AR. It started out with the M16A1, and that's what our soldiers had in the Vietnam War, and all the way up. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's nearly 11 o'clock at night. That's what we had all the way up until like the 80s. Now, in the Gulf War, the M16A2 was improved upon to, or the M16A1 was improved upon to make the M16A2, which we had during the 90s and up until like 9/11. And now the M16A2 is being improved upon some more, and the Army is now issuing itself the M4A1, and it has rails, it has flashlights, it can have lasers, it can have all sorts of scopes. You know, I mean, the M4 that a soldier is issued when he goes to Afghanistan, when he or she goes to Afghanistan or Iraq, it's, you know, it's a thing to behold. It's an awesome rifle, awesome weapon. It'll get the job done. Now, I know this is kind of a weird analogy, but we believe that, like, the M4 is the culmination of everything that the M16A1 in Vietnam was leading up to. Is the M16 a bad rifle? Of course not. But is the M4 better? Yes, absolutely. If I was to go back to Afghanistan, I would want the M4. Okay? If I had to stick with that system, but that's, you know, different. Now, we believe that Yeshua fulfilled everything that your religion was leading up to. We believe that to follow Yeshua is to be a Jew, but just to be a fulfilled Jew, if that makes sense. So we by no means want you to leave Torah. We by no means want you to forsake Torah or to abandon Torah. We want you to follow Yeshua, our rabbi, who fulfilled Torah. Yeshua fulfilled Torah just like the M4 fulfilled the M16A1. I see in this video that you have a picture of the military people. I'm going to take that as you being in the military or a relative or something. That's fine. I forgot where I was going with that. I'm sorry. Anyway, we believe that Yeshua has fulfilled your religion. And we believe that to follow Yeshua is to follow Judaism. The Christians, or the Messianic Jews, I guess the best label for Gentile Christians would be Messianic Gentiles. It is not a Gentile versus ethnically Jewish culture thing. Go back and study your history book. The Jews, of course, who had converted to Yeshua, his followers like Peter, Paul, John, Barnabas, Andrew, all of those guys, they were Jewish, and they went to the Gentiles to bring them not only to Yeshua, but to your God, whose name I will not name, because I don't want to profane it. I believe sometimes you use the term Hakashem, which means the name in Hebrew. My Hebrew is very, very bad. Not only did these Jews, Peter, Paul, John, not only did they bring people to Yeshua, they strove to bring people to Hakashem. This is very important. We do not want you to abandon your history, your heritage. This is not at all what we want. Rather, we are joining you. We have joined you. There are more of us following Hakashem than you. And you should be very proud of that. That's great. It's great news. What you seek, us Gentiles coming to your God, coming to Adonai, coming to Elohim, this has happened. This has happened. So what I say to you, Ashir, be Jewish. Follow Yeshua.